Welcome to the Lawless Astrology channel. Today we're going to be talking about, is this the one? How do you find out if the person that you are dating is the one using astrology? Which is a much bigger question than it might sound like. So if this interests you, then stick around. This is the Lawless Astrology channel where we look at how the cosmos and astrology can help your relationships, help you through difficult times, maybe see what's going on in the week ahead, and maybe learn some astrology along the way. I'm Dabney Lawless, and I trained with the renowned astrologer Stephen Forrest. I do evolutionary astrology, so I look at it from kind of a spiritual point of view. So I was in a mentorship class the other day with a lovely astrologer named Anneortelee. And Anne was talking about the question came up, how do I know this is the one? And if you can see it in a chart that two people shouldn't be together, do you tell them that? And she had a great answer, and it's one that resonates with me as well, which is like, no. Unless there's abuse going on or something clearly wrong where, the relationship needs an intervention, the reality is people come into our lives for all different reasons. And we don't know if it is just for a season or long term, because people leave their marks on you from, acquaintances all the way to deep, long, soulful marriages. So there are things that we learn from one another, and that's what relationships are about. They are about projection, and they are about experiencing the other person's reality to open up your own reality. So no matter what, you're going to learn something about yourself if you approach that relationship consciously, or you even reflect upon it consciously, because sometimes we're not very conscious within the relationship, but we can take a step back afterwards and see that the relationship had a lot of lessons for us and areas of growth. So I know from my own experience, I had a relationship in my 20s that, on paper, it looks like it was just heartache, and it was one of the hardest times of my life. And it was also the best gift. And that was the time that I found astrology 20 years ago. So I would definitely say that, there is all different kinds of reasons that people enter your life, and you can see that in a chart. When people say like, is this the one? There are lots of things that can be the one, but what I do see is a lot of flow often. One aspect that I see when there is staying power is the sun-moon conjunction. So one person's sun is conjunct another person's moon, or vice versa. So this can be whole sign astrology. So example, you're a Pisces sun and you meet someone with a Pisces moon, and, just the relationship clicks. Or it could be out of sign, just within a few degrees. And so for one example, my husband and I both have sun moon conjunction. His sun is conjunct my moon, and my sun is conjunct his moon. So we've got it on a double side, but both are out of sign, just by a few degrees. So, really what's going on there is the ego function is melding nicely with the emotional function. So who you identify as. So kind of your conscious values, really the other person's emotions understand that. So there's kind of this mutual understanding of one another and validation. And so that has been an aspect that I've seen time and time again that works really lovely. So, and it happens more than you can imagine, with especially like people who have really good marriages. I've seen it. They just kind of get one another, and, you kind of listen to the language that they say, which is just like, we're on the same page. And I think that sun-moon conjunction can be very much an on the same page aspect. So if you don't know how to find that, what I would suggest is you look at your chart and you say, okay, where's my sun? What, am I a Cancer sun? Am I a Libra sun? Am I a Scorpio sun? And look at where your moon is. And, same thing. And then you look at the person's chart that you're thinking about and you say, where is their sun and where is their moon? And you line it up with yours. You can use that with a synastry chart, or you can just kind of look at it and see, like, especially if you're using whole sign astrology. And I do believe that the sun moon conjunction, there is some value. I think the tighter the aspect, the better. But, it could just be whole sign, where you look at if that person is a Scorpio sun and I have a Scorpio moon, that can indicate a certain degree of harmony. And as everything with astrology, you have to look at the whole picture and you have to look at the whole chart. But that is an aspect that I found time and again really has some staying quality. So I would love to hear your experience below. Do you have any relationships where you've had that sun moon conjunction and mutual reception, or, kind of those two really singing in harmony? I would love to hear more about it. If you're interested in exploring a little bit more about astrology and relationships, please check out my other videos about Venus and the different signs and different houses and conjunct different natal planets. And also just always like, comment, subscribe, share, all those good things. It means a ton to me. And if you are interested in a personal reading, you can go to lawlessastrology.com, which is in the description box. And as always, remember, there is a reason and a season for it all, and the universe is conspiring to help us. So until next time, stargazers, take care.